Hi, and welcome to my sewing corner. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about thread tension. Now, I know there's nothing more frustrating than when you start sewing and things are going along smoothly, only to realize that on the back side of the fabric, it looks like a bird's nest. When that happens, you just want to take your sewing machine and put it in the back of your closet because clearly that thing is broken or you got a bad one. It's not broken and you didn't get a bad one. All you have to do is regroup, rethread things, work on setting the tension correctly, and those issues are going to go away. So just make sure that it's threaded correctly. That's the first step. The little dial on the top, it's going to be a range of numbers lower, as in 0 up to maybe 8 or 9, and those are going to be your tension numbers. So a 0 is the least amount of tension. So the upper thread is going to be very loosey-goosey, and that's when you're going to get all those threads coming out of the bottom. That's because there's no tension on that top thread. And if you crank that wheel all the way to the higher setting, there's a lot of tension on the upper thread. So the upper thread is going to be so tight that the bobbin threads are going to be being pulled up based on the tension of that top thread. I'm going to demonstrate that. And as I'm demonstrating it, I'm using 2 different colors of thread. I'm going to use a pink for the top and a blue for the bottom, and then teal fabric. And I want everything to be very different in color so that I can really analyze what's happening when I'm changing this dial. Let's jump right in, and I'm going to show you straight stitches and zigzag stitches and how tension can vary depending on the stitch that you choose. So here I've got a piece of fabric and I'm going to double it up because when you're sewing fabric together, there's 2 layers. So I do a swatch with 2 layers always. And I'm just gonna start with right in the middle of where my tension can be set. And I would say that's a pretty good start. It's not super uneven. I just wanted to up my tension just a bit. And I think that's a bit better. You can see that everything's evenly spaced. You can see a little thread on the top and the bottom. And then if you wanted to crank it up higher, you'll notice that when you sew this stitch, more of that bobbin thread is going to come up to the top and you'll feel or see the blue thread. Then I'm going to go the opposite extreme down to basically 0 tension. Now as I'm doing this, I pulled it and the bobbin thread wasn't even holding on, it just slipped right out. And that's why all those loops are there. There's not even a blue thread. So I'm going to increase the tension again. So this is not even being held into place, so I can just simply pull this thread right out. And then the line that I just sewed, you can feel the top thread kind of popping out. And this thread is still very easy to pull out, and see how much of the thread is getting to the back. And now I'm just going to do zigzag stitches to demonstrate differences in tension and how they'll look. This may be a bit more obvious when you increase or decrease the tension. So here I've increased the tension. So more of this bobbin thread of the blue is going to be pulled to the front. You won't see any pink from the back in that example. And now I'm going to decrease the tension on the top. So more of the top thread is going to the back because it's been loosened. So just make some swatches and experiment with tension in different stitches. Okay, hope that helps explain tension to you. And just a quick recap, remember to always make a swatch when you're starting a new project. If you're starting to get bird's nests or something's going wrong, just rethread your machine, start from scratch. It doesn't take long to reset. And then after you've done those things, you can mess with your tension to get the perfect balance. Down below this video, in the description box, I have a link to my website where I'll have full show notes on this video that you can check out. Remember to subscribe and click the bell alert. That way you'll be notified anytime that I post a video. And until next time, go get creative and make something that you love. Bye.